going to talk about another type of a chakra balancing exercise. This is something that, again, you should be able to do fairly quickly with some practice. This would be something that would be great to do when you first wake up in the morning before you get out of bed, or it's something that you could do right before you go to sleep at night while you're still in bed, or any time of the day when you're feeling a little unbalanced. This exercise is a little different from the tree exercise in that this one is actually designed to help you see which chakras are not doing so well and to kind of visualize a repair for them. I've set this exercise up in a way for those of us who might have problems with visualization. I have two different types of tools that we can use to help that visualization work a little bit better. I'm using stones as something that we can touch that's tangible. I'm using candles in round holders to represent things that we can better see. So we're going to start with our grounding. I use a black candle for that. I also use obsidian as the stone. So what you can do with your candles is just take your candle, look into it. You can see what a glowing light looks like by looking into a candle of the appropriate color. So we're looking into a black glowing candle, and this is representing our grounding. This is getting us started for this exercise. So as we look into this, we're going to think about our feet being well planted. Our bases are going to be well foundationed. So look into your black candle, take 3 good deep breaths. Now you can also do this by holding your corresponding stone. In this case it'll be obsidian. And you can just hold that obsidian and just feel yourself ground into that obsidian. So when you feel that you're properly grounded, then we're going to start. And we're going to start with our root, our red chakra. We'll be using carnelian as our stone if you choose to use stones. You can just look into the red candle. Visualize that red glowing ball. Now what we're doing differently here is as we're visualizing that ball, we want to see it move in a clockwise direction, and that's clockwise by your perception. If you don't have a good glowing ball of light, if it doesn't appear to be moving in a clockwise direction, if something seems off about it, if the coloring is strange, if there are marks or mars in your globe, that's when you want to investigate that chakra a little bit closer. That's when what you want to do is you want to visualize or energetically send healing energy. This is where a stone would help. You want to send some healing energy to that chakra. And what you want to do is visualize that chakra not spinning the opposite direction, but stopping and restarting that spin in the appropriate direction. Filling full of bright red light, expanding, getting warmer, getting healthier, and being strong. When you've achieved that with your root chakra, let it relax a little bit, come back down to normal size. For me, what I think of as normal size is, maybe about the size of a tennis ball, kind of residing. Still maintaining a spin, but gentle. We're going to move up to the sacral chakra. Again, we're working with orange calcite. So visualize that glowing orange ball. Look for the spin. Help it to expand. And when you feel that it is an appropriate place, let it relax, come back down. Move on up to the solar. Now, of all of the chakras, I like to tell people to be most aware of your solar. This is your battery chakra. If you can imagine all of your chakras on a circuit that resembles a figure 8, the solar chakra is the one that joins those two lobes. The solar chakra is the battery of the whole energetic system. So if your solar is out, your battery is out, your energy, all of it, all of your chakras are affected by this. So pay real close attention to your solar chakra and make sure that this one is especially warm, especially healthy, and especially strong. So bring it up. Watch for the spin. Allow it to expand and become brighter. Remember, this is a sun here. When you've got it going, let it come back down a little bit and move on. Now, just as important as the solar is your heart chakra, which symmetrically is the middle chakra. And is also very important because if your emotions are out of line, if your heart is out of line, everything is affected in your life. Everything. Your emotions, your mental being, your spiritual being, your physical being can be affected. This is more of your emotional battery, whereas this is your physical battery. So again, pay close attention to your heart chakra. Bring that beautiful green color up. Some people choose to work with pink and rose quartz. That's great. Expand. Look for that spin. When I think of this green, I always think of that beautiful green of trees, you know, about mid-June, late June. How beautiful those leaves are. That's my favorite shade of green. When you have a nice, happy, healthy heart chakra, we're going to move on. And we'll move up to the turquoise. Now you'll notice my candles and my stones don't necessarily match. Some people use a different color system from the heart up. That's okay. You use the colors that most call to you. This is not a hard and fast. This is about understanding your body, understanding your energy, knowing how to translate that. So work with what works best for you. I don't have all the answers. You have your answers. I'm just giving you an idea. So this is your throat chakra, communication. Turquoise is your stone. Bring that color up. Nice spinning globe. Big color. And then let it go when you're ready. We're going to move up to the third eye. I always like to use lapis and indigo. So bring that color up to the third eye, right about here. See the clockwise spin. Nice color. Good. And then we're going to move to the crown. So for the crown, we're going to use purple. Amethyst, of course. Now with the crown, what I like to tell people with the crown is up until now we've been dealing with balls of color that you're perceiving from this angle. With the crown, I always like to think of a ball of color that you're actually perceiving in more of a vortex. I know that doesn't sound like it should gel, but think more vortex, okay? Bring in that purple light. Again, a nice clockwise spin based on your perception. Good color. Good. And then we're going to move to the last spot. And what I like to do at the end is I like to actually acknowledge the entire aura, the entire body field. So I always like to use kind of a different candle. I like to use selenite for this one. And a little tea light. And a quartz crystal for this with the point. I like the point to be up because you are just kind of bringing everything together and letting it go. All that excess can go. what I like to visualize when I'm doing an aura, starting at the top and almost looking at a thick white light, almost like milk, coming down, covering your entire self, filling in all the cracks, all the holes, all the little places that might be a little bit dark or need some healing, filling all those places in with that nice white pure light, all the way down to the bottom, connecting underneath of your feet. And when you've got all of that, then you have got a nice, well-rounded, healthy set of chakras. Another quick trick that I use sometimes when a chakra doesn't work quite right is I will literally take my hand, visualize that chakra. If the chakra's not going clockwise, I will go with the counterclockwise as if I were scratching a record. So I scratch it out, bring it back around, bring my body, my physical self, into the changing of the directions. And sometimes that's the boost that it needs to get it going again. And then you can see it kind of grow from there. Again, this should be, after some practice, it should be a fairly easy and fairly quick exercise that you could use at different times of the day. Thank you.